Hey guys, and welcome to our cool new podcast.
Okay.
We're actually thinking about revolutionizing the format, so it's not going to be a podcast. This is just going to be a place to connect with others.
But it's just us.
All right, so
connecting.
first,
What's the first topic?
I forgot. What did we say the first topic was going to be?
The weather.
No, that's topic 2.
Oh,
There was a
were you
topic
gonna say
before
worst Instagrams you've ever seen?
Topic 1.
Or craziest things that you
Craziest
things on Instagram?
All right, yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been seeing a lot of schizophrenic people on Instagram recently, which is kind of just sad, you know? A lot of people find it funny, but it kind of makes me sad because I'm like, these people are genuinely like struggling with schizophrenia, and like they do think that there's people watching them. What about you?
I don't know. I got sent the. Well, my buddy sent me the schizo training videos.
What is that?
So, like, it was. I don't really know how to describe it because it was like a guy was training how to make someone schizophrenic.
Oh.
Well, but like it would be like if you're a little schizophrenic, it was like walking.
He's pushing you to the
Yeah,
edge.
it was like content that's trying to push you to become schizophrenic. So like they were doing one where they were like, these are the rust spots on the parking lot. So like, you know how there's the paint on the parking lot for the stripes.
Mhm.
It was that, but it was rust spots, and they were like, the government sensors are where the rust spots are. That's how you can tell they're dissolving, and that's how you can tell where they were, and that's how you can tell the government was spying on you.
Wow.
And there was another one where it was just like someone, I don't know, it looked like he had like a toilet on his head. Like it wasn't like a skibbity toilet. It was like the toilet was, I guess it is kind of, because like the toilet was around him.
This feels like just like a dream that you've had that you're describing.
No, these are videos I've watched, and it was just like a guy just making noises, and I think it's trying to just freak out schizophrenic people.
Wow. Well, I mean, honestly, most of the schizophrenic people I've seen, they're mostly the classics. I don't see any training videos. It's mainly just like, oh, I think people are following me. Here's the cars today that have followed me home. Of course, the one I told you about that's like.
You think you can profit off those people? Like, or do you think it's like a dead?
Like sponsor them or something?
Like you can, you can make money off people with the supplements and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Do you think like you could, like, but do those people have money to spend? I don't know.
You could. Well, yeah, I think you could. But I mean, I don't suggest it. I think it's probably terrible. But yeah, you could definitely. Because I feel like you could be like, okay, here's a product that I'm selling you on how to get people to stop following you everywhere. And then they'd be like, this is great.
I haven't thought about it. Like, how would you, like, what content appeals to schizophrenic people like that?
Conspiracy theories, probably.
Yeah. Well, that appeals to like most people though.
It does, but I think especially like people who are kind of vulnerable to more outlandish ideas. Kind of like Dale from King of the Hill.
Yeah. Truly ahead of its time, Dale from King of the Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. You know anyone like that?
No, I'm trying to think, is Dale the average person now, or is Dale different?
No, I think Dale's different because I think that his ideas can change so quickly, Like the one episode where he was like fully against conspiracy theories randomly. I feel like that's why he's different from the average person, because he's kind of just his own thing. And he also doesn't really like support any one thing, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like that's how normal people are now. Where it's just like everybody's just going after a new thing every single day,
Yeah.
Like there's the lingering ones of people are being crazy about. but a lot of the time it's like a new thing every day.
I guess that's true. I do see a lot of like, here's the new thing that's going to kill us all or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, my reels, I've seen a lot of people dying recently. Reels is giving me a lot of out there content.
I don't know how that's even like allowed on Instagram. And a lot of it is not like has no warning. Like you get the sensitive warning for like somebody falling or like tripping on the sidewalk, and
Oh
then
yeah.
it will be completely uncensored, no warning, like somebody literally crashing into a brick wall or something like that, like flying out of their car, uncensored. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah, the like it really is like a car crash compilation every single
Do you think
every
that's
other video
doing
from there.
anything negative to our minds to see horrible things like that all the time?
I don't know. I really don't know cuz I've seen so much content that's just like that's been a normal amount of content that I've consumed. My like whole which one's the one like after 13 prepubescent?
No, that's
Pubescent?
yeah.
Post pubescent? I don't know, whatever that is, right?
Teenager years?
My teenager year from like 13 up. I've seen crazy content like that. And it's probably not good.
I think it desensitizes you a little bit.
But is that like bad? Like his nurses probably get desensitized to blood and like bad issues.
You know what I
And
think
so
is
do
more the
doctors.
problem?
What's that?
I don't think it's even like us viewing it. I feel like it's just so insensitive to like people involved in fatalities. Like imagine someone you loved. Imagine me. I died in a brutal car accident and that video was like all over Instagram of me dying in a car accident, and you had to like come across it occasionally and see it and see everything that people were saying about me. And then like in the comments of me dying in this car crash, people were like calling me an idiot for the way that I drove.
This is like one
And
of
it's
those
like,
this is one of those things where like you feel like it's a big deal and it might be a kind of a big deal. Like it is a pretty bad thing that would happen, but like no one cares. You know?
but
It's like
I just feel like I think about these people like we're watching this like car crash happen, and these are real people with like real lives and real families, and they're dying and we're watching
this
it.
is what like I feel like people would use exactly what you're doing to describe like things that don't matter. You know? It's
I don't know, I feel like
I can't believe you do that. I can't. That's evil. What you're doing.
well, I don't think it makes us bad people.
This is what you like. This is like when a gay person like kisses his boyfriend around a kid, and like a really conservative person's like, "Oh, you can't do that in front of children. That's immoral."
I think my thing is that I don't think that it's necessarily like wrong or that anybody who watches that content would be wrong. I just feel like when I watch it, I tend to think about like, oh wow, that is crazy that that's a real person that had a family and a life, and you know, and they're just on this car crash compilation now.
I don't know. What if it's a police chase? If it's a police chase, is it okay for me to watch it?
Well, here I'm not saying if it's okay or not. Okay, you can watch.
Okay.
Your
Because
car crash
in the
compilations.
best like police car crash compilation, like they pull up the photo of the guy and he's like like Martin Fisher before this like beat up 3 old ladies and then stole this car and now is in a 140-mile-per-hour high-speed chase down the highway.
I feel like I do feel differently about it when it's like a police chase or something, because at this point they're like causing danger to everyone around them.
At what
and
speed are you okay with that person getting posted?
That's too hard of a
over
question.
100? Are you okay with that person getting posted online?
I don't know. I think it's just so hard to tell.
I think once you're going like 110,
You're
You have,
putting other people at risk.
yeah, you've put like everyone else on that road at risk. Like you're getting posted on Instagram Reels,
Right.
and I'm not thinking twice about it. I wouldn't think twice about it either way, but like, I think the argument's over the second like you're in your Hellcat going 110.
Right. It is frustrating to see. And I think what's actually more frustrating is people who post them like speeding and then but like in a cool way. Like, and that's just their post. Like they don't get into a crash or anything. Like that's just their post.
Oh, like the guy's whipping it through the.
Yeah. Yeah, through traffic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one guy who was like speeding with his girlfriend in the car and there was like a cop behind him. And
He just leaves them.
he was just like, oh, well, they didn't even catch him. The cop didn't catch him. He just like sped away. And he was like, oh, didn't even tell my girlfriend that the cop was there. Just acting really cool. And then he's like defending himself in the comments because everyone's like, well, you're kind of putting like your girlfriend at risk, like to be driving like that. And he's like, not if you do it right. And they all say that. And it's just so, like, I hate those
It's not
videos.
me. I haven't got hit yet.
I haven't gotten a crash because I'm not an idiot. I can still speed and stuff like that. It's just that I'm not stupid. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that's what every single person who has gotten a car crash during, like, high speeds have said, But.
I wish I could just drive fast all day. Like I need to be going above the speed limit 24/7.
I actually disagree by a lot. I don't think you should ever speed. And that's why I'm actually glad that you don't drive very often. What?
I wish I could just drive so fast.
Why do you want to drive fast?
That's just fun. It is fun to drive fast.
I don't think you should do that.
You don't ever feel like you're having fun driving?
I actually really enjoy driving, and I enjoy driving at the speed limit.
Okay.
I do.
I want to go to the next topic. I don't want to talk about car because you have an unrealistic. Like I have a ton of fun driving at the speed limit
I
in
enjoy
traffic.
driving, not in traffic, of course, but I do enjoy just a regular drive.
My favorite part of the drive is when the red light comes on and I get to stop and relax for a second.
No, that is I'm being reasonable, okay? I just don't like speeding around. I don't like risking the safety of me or others.
There's like a balance though. Like, you don't know.
I get it. It's fun to be, but to me, the fun is taken away by the fact that you can
just start rolling.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's so great. Like cars really are like a actual death trap.
Yeah, that's what it like scares me about
I mean,
it.
whatever. Who cares?
And I get nervous talking about it because I'm like, wow, I'm going to talk about these people speeding and then I'm going to die in a car accident in a regular way by not speeding, by just being an idiot, and I'm going to get in
I'm just going to take a right turn when I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, and then it's going to be and it's just going to be
real.
terrible and embarrassing. So, yeah, let's move on actually to the weather.
Like driving in bad weather.
No.
I love driving in bad weather.
No, let's talk about.
We gotta get the wind.
How do you feel about the snow?
What?
How do you feel about the snow?
I'm over it.
I enjoy it.
I think if it snowed right now, we might do something more into the snow.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because I feel like we always say stuff like this, like, "Oh, well, we'll do it next time," you know? Oh, like the ice skating's here. We'll do it next winter. Blah 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 blah. I think we just might not like the idea of ice skating. But I do think we should try it next winter, but I also think that maybe we're just not super into the idea, and that's why we didn't go this year.
We have to go. I wonder what they're going to turn that ice skating area into. I really hope it's like a pond or a fountain or something.
I think it's just the farmer's market. But you know what? I really enjoy the snow, actually, even if we're not doing anything crazy like building a snowman or something like that.
The problem is it's just so hot or so cold.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
And I also kind of enjoy that. Okay, so I kind of like the whole like having to bundle up situation, and I am going to get sick of it soon. But
We're
right now, I'm
like
kind of enjoying
we're
it.
kind of already over it though. Like we already did it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of sad that it feels like it's coming to an end. It's like I only got to spend so much time in the winter, in the snow. I'm just like, it's such a new experience for me, you know? And for you, really.
It is not a new experience for me. I've experienced snow before.
Well, not at this. Have you really?
Yes. Snow happens in Kentucky.
But like, I know that it does, but not every year, right?
Well, I mean, it's not as consistent as it like used to be. Like, not every Christmas is a white Christmas, but it
I
still
was actually
snows
sad it
fine.
didn't snow on Christmas.
I didn't even think twice
But
about
you
it.
know what? Since I was traveling on Christmas, I guess I didn't want it to snow because that would be kind of annoying. My flights would get delayed a bit.
Oh yeah, because you were in South Carolina for Christmas.
But I was
so-
leaving from here.
Oh,
I was
'cause
saying I wanted it to
Well,
be
then it would have
snowing
been
on.
worse on the road too.
Yeah.
That was already.
So it's kind of good that it didn't snow on Christmas, but at the same time, I was kind of like wanting a fun.
It honestly wasn't that cold until I feel like January. Or was Christmas colder? Was December colder than January?
No, January was colder
I don't know. I felt like it was so cold.
because it's gotten to like negatives this month, which I feel like the cold is not over. I think we're just experiencing like a little warm period right now, and it's gonna be cold again soon.
Is that true?
Let me check.
Check your phone.
We have 14 minutes left, so we might want to move on to the next topic, which I
We
think
don't.
was.
No, you don't need to move on to the next topic. If
Oh.
we're already at a good point.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Well, it's kind of just gonna be normal, but it's not gonna get any warmer. Next Saturday, it's gonna be a high of 42, and that's the warmest it's gonna get. The rest
Let me
is,
see
like,
that. What's the
30s.
average temperatures? We have
Like 30s, 20s.
a 34, 36, 36, 32, 30, 20. Oh man, it really is going to get cold again. When does it warm up? What months does it warm up?
I don't know. And you know what? I really don't want it to warm up yet. I'm not ready.
I want it to be like a nice, like I want my walk to work to be like a good, like 50, and then like maybe in the afternoon it's like a 70. Like
I don't want that.
I want it. I want to feel comfortable, you know. And I think at like 50 degrees, every day is going to be like, oh, you know, it's fine. Wear a little sweater.
I want it to be cold. I do enjoy not having to defrost the car in the morning, but
I feel like has that been a consistent thing?
having to defrost the car,
Yeah.
it was for a second, and it was super annoying to do.
Yeah, you kind of can't get out of that one.
But yeah, so now it's like getting warm, and I just feel like it's gonna be warm too quickly, and then we're not gonna be able to enjoy the winter. I've never even experienced temperatures like below 30 degrees, really, so I was just, you know. Do you ever feel like you want to go back to the warmth?
On really cold days, yeah. But
Can the microphone hear if my stomach makes noises?
maybe, who knows?
Hopefully not.
Ooh.
On really cold days, you miss the warmth, but
Like my problem is I don't want, and I'm really praying it doesn't happen here. I'm really praying it doesn't get really hot. Like
yeah,
I don't want to put up with another 110-degree day.
yeah.
Like being in Temecula with it being that hot and us like our AC half not working and like us like fighting on like should we open the window? Should we close the window?
Yeah.
Does it if it's open, is it going to make it colder in
It
here or hotter in
actually
here?
made it warmer almost always, I think,
I don't
opening the
know.
window.
Well, I think we had to open it at night, and we would forget a lot of the time
Yeah.
to close it, or to open it.
It was just horrible.
God.
It was so hot. It was so hot. Yeah, that was terrible.
And I mean, here it's like the air conditioning here works well.
There's no cap on it. That's what the problem was. At our old
yeah.
apartment, we couldn't turn our air on past a certain degree.
How is that allowed? Like, how is a landlord able to just completely turn off our air conditioning?
Was that the case?
Well, like, it wasn't off, but like we couldn't set it under. What was it?
Like 78 or something like that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
It was really hot.
it's convenient because like we don't ever have to deal with a snowy time, but like even when it snowed here, it was like, whatever.
Yeah, it really didn't affect much besides the car being stuck in the snow for like
A day?
day. Yeah, we were able to get it out after. And honestly, we could have dug it out of the snow earlier, but
Were you going to classes at that point, or was that?
no, but I bet if I was, they would have canceled class. In that
Yeah,
scenario.
and that probably would have been an easy like, oh, I don't really want to come into the lecture.
Yeah.
It's
I
are you
live kind of
recording
far
it?
and it's
Are
snowing.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just so dumb.
Yeah, I would much rather the cold. I actually am enjoying the cold, and
I think now especially because we've finally got all our clothes and everything that we need.
yeah.
Like it's so easy to deal with it.
Yeah, like now I want to use all the clothes that we
Yeah.
have. And so I'm like, oh, I want it to be cold so that I can use all my like jackets and stuff that I layer up in. But and then it's just going to be hot and it's like and gross.
I don't know how hot it gets here.
I don't either. I have no idea. We haven't experienced a summer here yet.
I don't want to have to wear office clothes with it being really hot
Yeah.
is the thing.
You could probably just throw on like a polo.
I'm hoping that those Patagonia sweaters are like kind of mild enough to where I can wear them the whole year. But I've kind of got my doubts. And my office is probably air conditioned pretty
Yeah.
well in the summer. So we'll see.
I just am worried because I'm so used to it being so hot. And I know most places get pretty hot no matter what.
Yeah.
But
Because I guess we went to Chicago in almost the summer.
and it was pretty warm.
It was pretty warm.
But
yeah.
it wasn't crazy. Like we were able to walk around all day and not get too hot.
Yeah.
And we didn't get sunburned.
I guess, yeah, I
think.
I mean, the sun is just not as strong over here.
Why not?
Don't make me answer that. Like probably the equator or something. We're further from it. Because the sun's like the strongest at the equator, I think, or something.
The UV is? Like the
Well,
UV index?
I think the sun rotated something. Because the Earth's like rotating or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Worse at the equator, and then we're further from the equator in like Chicago. So I don't think the sun's ever going to be as bad as it was in California, or like Florida. Florida's got pretty bad. Well, it's pretty close to the equator too, I think.
Wow, so I bet that's why like Oregon and Washington isn't that hot either.
Maybe. Well, it's not hot. It's that part's UVs, UV rays or something. I don't know how that works.
Listen, we've got to get a
Google that
scientist on the podcast.
I don't know. Where would we put another person though? No, like we'd have to design a whole new set. We'd need like new microphones. It'd be too much.
Design a new set?
Yeah, this is our set. We've designed this set.
This isn't our home?
You just gave away.
Oh.
You just gave it away.
Sorry, I'll cut that part out.
All right, what's our last topic?
Last topic for our last 6.5 minutes. I mean, we can go over. But
Oh, 2025 goals.
2025 goals. What are yours?
I was actually hoping you were going to go first.
Okay, I can go first. You know what? I think my 2025 goals are to relax. I think I'm gonna see a therapist this year.
Oh, good.
That's
good.
on my list of to-dos. Of course, I want to crochet a lot more this year. I think I have a lot of different projects in mind, and I'm really excited about it. And I want to do really good in school this year. I'm kind of worried that this is going to be like, we're going to come across as boring.
No, being boring's good.
Okay. Because it's real.
Well,
I don't think we've been funny enough.
no, we want. I don't think that's not who we are.
Okay.
It's not who real people are.
We're pretty funny, though, in real life. Do you agree? I feel like most
Yeah, so for 2025, I'm thinking we got to try more places to eat here.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good goal.
We got to go explore Indianapolis. We need to do a Chicago trip. Chicago trip has to happen. And we're going to take you guys with us to 2025 Chicago
trip. Are we going to vlog or just have a podcast there?
Maybe that'd be kind of fun.
Meet
We
up
just
your
do
friend
this
on the
exact thing
podcast.
in like random places.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that would actually, we should do one in Hawaii.
what does Hawaii have to? When are we ever going to Hawaii? Hawaii.
I don't know, but I just,
We're never going to Hawaii.
seems like a vacation
Have you
spot.
seen the planes recently?
So we can't go anywhere that needs a plane?
Yeah, we're going all driving.
Okay.
We need to go to the Great Lakes. We need to see the Great Lakes. We need to do a Canada trip. We have to do a Canada trip. This isn't 2025, but this is coming. You know, we have to do all that. And I think we need to take some of those and just like be like, we're doing that. You know.
Yeah.
I found out I have all my vacation days from work too, so we can really send it on a good vacation trip somewhere.
Dakota.
We're not going anywhere near there. We're not even close to there.
Where is?
Yeah, go ahead. Look stupid on the podcast.
It's
not a podcast. We are not a podcast, and this isn't getting labeled as a podcast.
What's it getting labeled as?
This is couch content.
I don't think we should label it as that. What are we?
No, but we need to make more content. Check the link in the bio, guys.
What, what does that mean?
For our Instagram and YouTube content.
Okay.
Duh.
Okay.
We have to links. Check our links in the bio, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta make content or something. We gotta get locally active. There's a lot of local stuff to do.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out what like actual local clubs we're gonna be a part of. That's kind of hard though. It's hard to get locally involved.
Yeah. It's hard to do anything.
God, yeah. It's hard to wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, sounds a little bit depressing, but
Yeah, there's just not enough time in the day.
it is hard to wake up in the morning though.
You know what really is the hard part? There's no like big breaks of days, you know? Like the weekends like feel like they're a lot, and they are a lot, especially where like I'm on a hybrid schedule, so it's like my weekend kind of is a little bit longer almost, or feels like it.
Right.
But it's like what?
It is nice.
There's still like not enough of a gap for me to be like, oh man, I really want to do something.
I think it's hard because I think we're using the weekend to kind of like recharge a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can't be like, oh, even though sometimes we do, but for the most part we're not going like, oh, I want to do a trip on the weekend, because we're kind of just like, oh, I kind of just want to relax on the weekend.
Like I feel like we did more like drives to go do something in San Diego.
That's because it was so easy.
Was it?
Because we were only, okay, I don't know though, because we're
Like-
actually closer to Indianapolis.
Right.
than we
Right.
were to San Diego. But it's also different because San Diego, it's like you could very easily find something to do there.
Yeah. I mean.
I feel like it's been hard for us to justify driving out to Indianapolis because we're like, oh, well, what are we going to do when we get there?
Yeah. Versus like San Diego.
Like, you could just drive out there.
And they have so many good like tourist spots for you
Yeah.
to just like go hang out at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Because even though I think a lot of the time in San Diego, we were doing the same thing where we would be like, oh, well, what are we going to do? Just eat and then just go home. But there was like Seaport Village. Like, you can kind of just walk around and like sit around. Like what do they call that? The grass with the big statue?
I know what you're talking, because that's where Wonderfront was.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that a part of Seaport?
Well, it's a part of Seaport Village, but I don't really know exactly what. Oh,
are we at our 30-minute timer?
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Seaport's. Maybe we just don't know what there is. You know.
Yeah, maybe we're just not.
Maybe we need to go to that little center area with the statue.
We
or
do.
whatever.
We've never been there yet.
Okay. Whatever. All right, guys. This has been our couch cast.
You have to end it more happily.
Come back next time, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna call it or whatever. More exciting topics. Leave some comments. We are gonna respond to all comments, especially negative criticism. We definitely want it.
We are going to answer negative criticism very defensively.
Yep. If you want, please reach out with any ideas you guys want, or if you just want to be our friends, we're taking friend applications.
But if the ideas
this
contradict,
can get parasocial.
Okay, yeah, it can. If the ideas that you have contradict our ideas that we have in our head, we will respond with hate.
Yeah, we will send hate. We will complain, and you will be brought up on the next podcast.
So be careful with your ideas.
It's not a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what it is then.
I don't care.
You want it to be like a conversation?
No, I think like the term podcast is just too much. Like I don't
It just
like,
feels lame.
I don't like the oh, here's my room of like $400-$500 microphones, and we flick back and forth between each other as we talk about whatever, God, what is that?
Our fridge is making a
fridge
crazy
is
noise.
crazy.
Maybe it's trying to make ice.
Oh my God, our ice maker's working.
I don't know.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it there because our ice is now working, or our ice maker.
And we've got to go check it out.